चैप्टर 11 पार्ट ए। रुपिंदर कदी जॉब लभन गया तू जॉब?
हाँ जी बहुत हो रही है।
इधर एक बारी ना बंदा ना जॉब लभन गया ते उत्थे उन्होंने ਜਿਹੜੇ ਇੰਟਰਵਿਊ ਲੈ ਰਹੇ ਸੀ ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਵੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਬੰਦਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਜ਼ਿੰਮੇਦਾਰ ਹੋਵੇ, ਜ਼ਿੰਮੇਦਾਰ ਰਿਸਪੌਂਸਿਬਲ ਬੰਦਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ। ਤੇ ਅੱਗੋਂ ਰੁਪਿੰਦਰ ਦਾ ਜਵਾਬ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਜੀ ਭਾਜੀ ਮੈਂ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਜੌਬ ਕੀਤੀ ਨਾ ਉੱਥੇ ਗੜਬੜ ਤਾਂ ਪੱਕੀ ਹੋਈ ਤੇ ਉਸ ਗੜਬੜ ਲਈ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਜ਼ਿੰਮੇਵਾਰ ਠਹਿਰਾਇਆ ਗਿਆ ਤੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਤੋਂ ਜ਼ਿੰਮੇਦਾਰ ਬੰਦਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਬੈਟਰ ਮਿਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਕਦਾ। ਸੋ question number 1, chapter 11 part A, which of the following statements about the Competition Act offense of misleading advertising is false? So Competition Act is section 52 and we have to find a false statement. In this one you need to remember 4 key things. Number 1, you need to remember false statement. Number 2, false statement made negligently or carelessly. Number 3, special relationship. And number 4, reliance. Reliance means dependence. For example, if I say I'll make you a realtor in 1 week, it means you have not registered it, you still have to do the LPI, and that's a false statement, and this statement I'm making it negligently. Number 2. Number 3, there's a special relationship between me and my students. Number 4, and based on this statement you're making a decision. So you're depending on this. Time is a factor here. So there's 4 things. So 4 things need to be proven in order to sue somebody successfully. So we have to find a false one. Number 1, the offense involves making a representation of the public that is false or misleading in a material respect. So you can highlight material respect. It means major factor for the purpose of promoting any business interest. So you want to just promote your business, and based on that you're making a false statement. Number 2, to escape liability. So highlight escape liability. One must show that he or she took all the care a reasonable person would do to determine if the representation were true, and that or he or she honestly believed it to be true. Representation to the public would include print, radio, television, highlight, advertising, but would not include oral representation. It should be like would include oral rather than so circle note made privately to an individual purchaser. So note makes it false here. How? So when you are making a false advertising or false statement, it can be on the radio, it can be on the TV, it can be written, it can also be verbal or oral. So and the number 3rd, sorry, number 4, the requirement that the representation be false in a material respect, highlight material respect, refers to the extent that the representation influenced the person to whom it was made in deciding, so highlight deciding whether or not to purchase the product or service. So basically any statement you made, that was a deciding factor in making a decision. So material respect means it's a major factor. So basically, so in question number 2, to escape liability, after that when it says a representation to the public, this is answer number 3rd actually. It's misprinted here. So the answer is number 3rd, which is false. It starts from a representation to the public. And then we go to the question number 28. The offense of misleading advertising under the Federal Competition Act has several elements. Which of the following is one element of this offense? As I told you, it may be verbal, it may be on TV, it may be on radio, it may be written. So it's number 1, a written or oral representation to the public is number 1. And then we go from there to the question number 32. Here you can highlight the first line, Devco Builders. Second line you can highlight 10-year manufacturer's guarantee, and then highlight the 4th line, only a 2-year guarantee. Basically, here the Devco builder was giving a 10-year guarantee, but the actual guarantee was only 2 years. So basically, if somebody can sue him for negligent misrepresentation and find a true statement. And the answer is A and B. So number one, this fact disclose a potential breach of Federal Competition Act. So highlight Federal Competition Act. So basically, that was a lie. Number two, Devco Builder has potentially breached the Real Estate Act. So highlight Real Estate Act. So they not only breached the Federal Competition Act, but they also breached the Real Estate Act, because you cannot circulate the false information. C. If Devco is the owner of the condominium development, it is offering for sale. The Real Estate Act requires Devco to disclose its interest in property to potential purchaser. That's false. D. Devco has not breached any statute law. This was only an innocent mistake. That was not an innocent mistake. That was a big mistake. So basically, A and B are true. It's number one. And then we go to 33rd. The Federal Competition Act prohibits false or misleading advertising and creates an offence punishable by imprisonment or fine. So highlight imprisonment or fine. Which of the following is not true concerning this offence? So number one, this offence involves representation which include oral or written. That's true. Number two, all false advertising made to the public will constitute an offence under the provision of Competition Act, even if an inexperienced person would not. So highlight not and highlight inexperienced, not be misled. Only time you will be liable if you are misled. He says if you are not misled, whether you are experienced or not experienced, doesn't make any difference. You must be misled in order to sue someone. So that's why it's false. And third, both the general impression of the representation as well as literal meaning are relevant. So highlight relevant. That's true. The person making the representation can escape liability if he or she can show that they honestly believe the statement to be true and took reasonable step. So highlight reasonable step. If you take reasonable step, you can avoid liability. That's true. So answer is 2.